Now, YouTube, this is the captain speaking. Been a bit radio silent lately for some reason. You're probably wondering what this is in front of me. It's called a Steamboat. I called the police a while ago because some dude... There's actually two lights on in this room. There's one there and one there. I couldn't decide whether to put one or the other on, so I put both of the lights on. But yeah, basically, something happened the other week. Some dude tried to get into my house. Know what I'm saying? So if he comes back, right. We've got at a minute. This is actually legal in England. It's called a tactical ball launcher. It's like it's like something that could hurt someone. I mean, in the future, I'll probably need to get a license for it. I won't get one because I've got mental health problems. So I'll just be stuck with my vegetable knife if anyone tries to get into my house again, which is fun, not fun. Yeah, basically what happened was some guy came round. Some guy came round. Yeah, and he wanted me to let him in. Do you know what I'm saying? I said go away, and he didn't listen. So next time, I might open the door. Well, I'll unlock the door, and then when he walks in, because you're not allowed to walk around when he's in England. By the way, this works. Like, this isn't a joke. This could hurt someone. This could, if you shot someone, like this is at the minute, I've got 90-pound limbs in here. You can swap out this bit, like for more powerful ones. I bought, like, the original one would hurt someone a lot. You can get it comes with a 35-pound draw weight. I've actually bought the 120-pound one, and that's so heavy. The 120-pound refers to how much tension I'm guessing is on this string, but like 120-pound, I don't know what it is in kilos, but like, yeah. But what have you got to do to scare someone in this country or to make someone reasonable? This is how, do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? This is how you control an animal. That's who tried to get into my house. I don't care if he sees this video or not, because he scared my neighbours. Like, I've been radio silent for like a couple of years. I lost my mind a little while ago, but like, next time I'm just going to unlock the door, and then I'm going to tell him to go away. And if he walks through the door, well, I don't know, something bad's going to happen. But you just basically you just cock it like this, yeah. I'm not going to do a live demo. I've also bought more dangerous ammo for this as well. It came with plastic nylon balls, but these are steel balls coated in nylon. They're heavy. Like, if you threw one of these at someone, it'd hurt. Like, if you load this thing up with these, they might not get up. But just so we're clear, like, this is how you control an animal. Like, not a person. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you control wild, like, lions with shit like this. And you know what I'm saying? But just so you know, this is what this is. This is not a crossbow. This is how you control an animal. And that's like someone, I don't know, trying to get into your house. I rang the police, they didn't show up. I spoke to the housing association, asked for a bit of CCTV. They said no. Then I looked on the internet for one of these. I didn't want an actual crossbow, like with arrows and shit. But yeah, it was about 350 quid. Like I said, this is how you control an animal. You got a problem, don't come to me. Anyway, I'll probably just move this out short. Anyway, it's called a steamboat. In other countries, you can shoot cans off of walls and stuff and targets, but in England, you're not allowed to walk around with one of these. Just so we're clear, I know that. The only time this will ever be used is if someone decides to walk through my door when I tell them not to. Not someone. I'm talking about like. I'm not being funny. I did actually call the police, and they didn't show up. And I spoke to the housing association, and like. I put this together myself as well. I can rebuild it, unbuild it, and stuff. But yeah, like, what are you supposed to do? If something bad's happening, police don't show up. Housing association won't put CCTV in. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is legal. And also, this is how you control an animal. Don't forget. Anyway, I just thought I'd update my channel. It's pretty serious though, like, it's home defence, isn't it? Like, whatever. I know the law. You're not allowed to walk around with them. You're not allowed to, like, you're only allowed to use my private land. And this is my private land, so whatever. Yeah, I've been, don't know what to say really. I don't know where to start. I've had a job for 2 months now. I don't understand why someone can't just ask you to do something like sensibly and nicely. Like in England at the minute, if you talk to someone, for a start, they're probably not English. Minimum, they're Scottish, or talking in a heavy Scottish accent, and you're thinking like, all right, I understand most of what you're saying. And if they're not Scottish, they're Eastern European. And if not Eastern European, they're like African, Jamaican, like, and they got proper accents, like. So you just don't. I don't know. This country, England, doesn't feel very. It's not England like I remember it when I was growing up. Like now, there's one or two English accents about, but it's changed. Yeah, like, I would have got this job sooner or later, but the way like the job centre have done it, the way the job centre are in this country, they just threaten to take your money off you if you don't do stuff. They could just ask nicely, but they won't for whatever reason. Just another thing you may have noticed is this room is swapped around. The floor in this property is actually really squeaky, so I'm attempting to save my neighbour from losing their mind, and I've moved everything out of the way. You can still sort of hear when I walk into my kitchen because it squeaks, but it's much less than sitting round there, so I've moved everything. Just moved everything around. I rang my housing association, but they did something weird on the phone. Like, I speak to people on my phone all the time. Not all the time, but pretty frequently. And I called my housing association up asking for a repair, and it's like they put like a buzzing sound near their end of the phone and told me my phone was broken. There's a video, there's this song that oh, who cares? the K Coke raps about the council briefly. K Coke's like awesome rapper. Yeah, I just thought I'd leave a brief update. I found work. Unfortunately, I didn't get asked nicely to go and find work, and now I'm at work. They don't really ask nicely for you to do things at work, but things still get done, which means I'm still not losing, which means someone is annoyed somewhere. I'm struggling and I'm not struggling a bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't hit a wall yet at work, so to speak. But I know if I don't get this job, like, it could only last another week or another month, but like, it might last a long term. It might be a long term job for me. Or it might not, and I'll find a different one. And I'll go back to this place, probably just again in the future at some point. Try again. I don't know where to start. I'm just gonna end it with I'm just gonna end the video, not end it. Not end it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna end it to end the video. With I'm just annoyed with my government. They're a bit of a joke. And it's not just the one that's in now, it's probably when it comes to money, like in video games, if you start struggling for money, you have to there's a game called Stellaris. You can you can do a million things, even on a console version of Stellaris, which is super expensive and not really worth buying on console. But you can do things like change your living standards for your population, POPs, as they're known in the game, POPs, population. POPs is short for population. But instead, England is struggling for money. And if you don't, if you're thinking, well, Johnny, the government's not a joke, look at America's government, it's a joke. It's like they're doing the Iraq war thing again. They've got nuclear weapons. I don't see any nuclear weapons. They're talking about them. It's going to be a very long time before they. I don't think they'll find anything nuclear in Iran. Which means it's like the Iraq war again, except instead of chemical weapons like it was in Iraq, they're talking about nuclear weapons. Iran's nuclear program was probably they probably learned everything they know from Superman. Superman 1, I think the film is. Do you know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but I doubt there's many nuclear scientists in the desert. That's more of a James Bond villain scenario, and that's fictional. Yeah, I don't know what my government's playing at really. But what I was saying is a possible solution to their problem, even though they haven't asked for one. Change the living standards for people. So instead of every female wanting a massive 4x4 and every dude wanting to, I don't know, watch football and cage fighting, sort of the government should just gently say to people, you need to meet us in the middle here. We're struggling for money. You have to use less. I think it's perfectly legitimate. Like they could, like if someone, I'm not saying so, like if they change living standards, someone, I'm going to say something out there, someone might not want to work. I'm thinking, okay, instead of just calling that person a lazy prick, is an English word, yeah. Like think of it as, well, okay, if you want to be unemployed, you have to use like less in your life. Like you have to have less money so you can do less. I'm thinking that's a trade-off. If someone wants that trade-off, then that should be an option for some people. Obviously, let me just say, like I'm not against rules, the law, like, but with money, like, I mean, there are like, I mean, there's laws at the minute, like, what is it, social media laws and like, I'm not against like that. There should be things in place to keep society civil, like we know it. There are things I would keep about our society. Not many things, but there are some. Yeah, like all I leave it as is there's been changes in my life. Been working, and all I've noticed is working has made me notice that this government is not. It talks about fairness and equality for people, and all I see is inequality and unfairness. I see the opposite. It's like they can lie, and then other people think, oh, because the government's telling lies, I can lie as well and get away with it, almost. The funniest example of that is during COVID. I watched YouTube. I had pretty trash internet at the time. Like there was issues with the internet on the side of my house. Someone pulled the wires off the wall. But it still worked, just enough for me to see the anti-COVID protests in London, where people were literally on Boris Johnson's door. So Boris Johnson's behind his door saying, it's lockdown, everyone stay at home. I think there was over 1 million people in London, meters away from the guy. And yeah, I also made a photo album. I don't have it to hand. It's called COVID is a Joke, where I've made I took pictures of all the funny things at work, like empty water machines, COVID screens, like kitchens with no food in them, like literally a place was like not even sterile, just barren, worse than a desert. During COVID, some of the workplaces, like you just have to drink water out of the tap, turn the tap on, like a dog. Except dogs can't turn taps on. But yeah, the government needs to not be a joke. So this government is a joke, and if you don't believe me, like I said, just look at America's government. It's a joke. They got stupid people in charge, and I don't know who took the photos of Epstein and Trump. Like, no offense to those guys, I'm just saying they're not clever. And they're not doing clever stuff. A clever thing in my mind, a clever thing in my mind would be, like I said, Like, women do not need 4x4s. Every woman does not need a 4x4. Every dude does not need football and MMA. Like, there's space for that in society. Like, in a functioning world, if everyone wants to watch cage fighting and everyone wants to drive 4x4s around, there's not going to be an earth to live on. So, to not be a joke, the government needs to just say and elaborate on what I've just said. Like, it needs to change people's living standards, not like landlord laws or house building laws. It needs to say, okay, if everyone needs to use less stuff. I'm not saying give everyone prison issue tracksuits, but like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, give everyone a budget option. Then no one's going to complain. No one's going to look at someone else's. Because people in England, like, I don't know, no one's going to look at something and complain. If everyone's got the same stuff, or more or less the same game budget, anyway, just thought I'd say there's been changes in my life. Peace, YouTube. Have a nice night.